Welcome to Seasons Change. Today we're going to be decluttering my dining room, doing some flower arranging, and then I'm going to show you how to get an instant French manicure from home. I also have another simple recipe at the end. We're going to go ahead and get started in my dining room, and I don't have any recent pictures, but here's one from the fall, and then here's one from Christmas, and now I'm going to show you my most recent. Okay, so it doesn't look much like a dining room. With this quarantine going on, my husband's been working from home, and instead of him having to go to the back of the house in his office, I made him a little makeshift office right here in the front of the house. I've also acquired this hutch. It belonged to my mom, and I've been meaning to get it into my home the last couple of years, and we just now made it happen this weekend. It's also coming fully stocked, so I have a lot of decluttering to do and a lot of planning to do. The first thing that I want to tackle is to take my china, this is the old rose pattern, and move it into the hutch, and then just work on some other things around the room to make it look less like an office and more like a dining room. I'm not even going to try to make this room perfect today because I know that's just going to be impossible. So today, the number one goal is to just make it appear to be a little less cluttered because it's the very first room that you see when you walk into my home. I'm going to get started by clearing off the table, and then I'll get to work on that china.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. We have come all this way, love, so I don't see us stopping now. My life's an adventure, 'cause you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could.
My mother bought this unfinished, and she actually stained it herself to match her table. I think that she did an amazing job. My mother passed away a few years ago, so this hutch is very, very special to me. And being able to work on this and get it set up this Mother's Day weekend has made this Mother's Day a very special one.
Far away from the city lights. We're far away from the city lights.
So now to get started on moving all of this office equipment out of here. And you may be wondering where I'm taking all of this stuff to. Well, I actually have an office in the spare bedroom where I've turned the closet into a desk. Maybe one day I'll be able to show that to you. And my husband actually has a desk in his man cave, but it's usually full of all of his man cave type things. These totes are filled with dishes and serving platters and a bunch of other things that was inside of the hutch. And this corner shelf, as you can see here, houses all of our internet boxes, Wi-Fi, all of the ugly things. This room actually used to be a second TV room for my kids to hang out in. And that is how I ended up with all of the cable equipment in the middle of my dining room. So that's going to be another project for later to try to figure out how to make this all look better. Right now, I need to stick to my initial plan of just making it more presentable and clean.
Come a little closer, I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower, I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you do.
Okay, so this bookcase is another very special piece to me. My father-in-law built it with his own two hands, and I think it's just beautiful. But now I have other plans for this bookcase, and for now, I'm going to move it to the other side of the room so that this wall doesn't look so heavy and cluttered.
I can see you want this too, 'cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know, and I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down.
I felt like that corner still needed a little something in it. But this is what I'm left with, the two Rubbermaids that need to be unpacked, and I've moved everything else to this other side of the room. But when you walk in my front door, this is what you're gonna see.
Calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling.
I think that I did a decent job at camouflaging my clutter for now. Here's another look at the before and the after. Okay, I think I can live with that for now. So let's move on into the other dining room and let's get started on that flower arranging project that I'm doing for my dad. What I have here is an existing flower arrangement that was bought at Kirkland's. And if you pay attention, most flower arrangements are going to be very symmetrical. What's good on one side will be the same on the other. And so what I'm doing here is just going through and checking to make sure that everything is equally balanced and trying to take note of what might be missing. This will help me determine where I can put the new flowers. So far, this seems to be very well balanced and in pretty good shape. I just have one loose flower and one missing flower. If you have an outdated flower arrangement in one of the rooms of your home, or if you just want to change the colors, you can do this. Just stick to the rule of keeping everything symmetrical and it'll all turn out perfectly. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, Well, my dad had asked me to make a few updates to his living room, and these were his existing colors. They were deep jewel tones, and he wanted a more brighter, happier atmosphere. I feel that the best way to achieve this is to add happier, brighter colors. In my last video, I did a centerpiece for his coffee table, and I used these bright white flowers in it. Because this arrangement already has 4 white flowers in it, I'm going to leave them off for now, but if I feel like it's not bright enough, I'll add them in later. This is a picture of the centerpiece that I did in my last video. My goal now is to achieve the same look with this existing flower arrangement. These are the teal flowers that I'll be using, and like I mentioned before, I like to buy these in the bundles. That way you get varying shades of the same color, plus you get different styles. And it's a lot cheaper than having to buy all of the individual bouquets. I have 2 of these left, so that'll be perfect for keeping both sides of this arrangement balanced. I'll also be adding some of this greenery to soften it up and add some of the brighter shades of green to the arrangement. And these are the yellow flowers that I'll be using. I'm going to start piecing this together, so I'll speed things up and I'll show you the final results in just a moment. Okay, so that's going to do it for this flower arrangement. And like I said, if it needs to be brightened up a little bit more, I'll add those brighter white flowers. Here's another look at the before and an after. Up next, I'm going to show you how to get that at-home instant French manicure. If the nail salons are still closed in your area and you'd love to have some nice nails for Mother's Day, well, here's your solution. These are the Kiss glue-on nails. The ones that I have here are in the real short length, and you can buy these in clear, pink, or peach. And I believe these are the peach ones. They come in various sizes. They each have numbered tabs, and you just place them on your finger and figure out the best fit. So that's exactly what I'm doing here, is I've dumped them all out on the counter, and now I'm just going to one by one go through and find the best fit for each finger. Now it's very important that you get the right fit. These are slightly curved, and if you pick out one that's a little bit too small and you glue that on, it's going to eventually start pulling on your natural nail and it will hurt. So be very careful during this part of the process and pick out the ones that are going to lay very comfortably against your natural nail. Now this step here is one that I do. It's not in the instructions, but I feel that it helps get the any excess oils or dirt that you may have on your nails, or even from the soap that you wash your hands with, and nowadays from all of that sanitizer. But anyway, just take a cotton ball and go over each one of your nails to get them good and clean. Okay, in the next step, we're just going to take the milder side of an emery board and just rough up your natural nails a little bit. Don't go crazy here and destroy your natural nail. We just want a little bit of surface there for the glue to adhere to. Now I like to pick up the nail and use it to push my cuticles back. Some of these kits actually come with a cuticle stick. Now taking the nail glue, you're going to put just a little bit on your nail. Don't put so much that it's going to run onto your skin, but you do want a good even coverage of the glue. Now starting at the cuticle, place your nail on there. You will have a few seconds to work with this, and then give it a firm but not too firm press. And I like to give this rocking back and forth motion just to rid it of any air bubbles. And then just knock that tab off and take the emery board and smooth the top surface. Much better than the before. With the nail glue, they're going to last about a week, but I also use this super glue from the Dollar Tree, and I can get up to 2 weeks out of it, and that's about the same as a salon.
I am a woman, not here to please you. It's time to move on, cause my time is now. I am a woman, play by my own rules. I got my 2 feet on solid ground. And then I take the first step, a million more. And I make mistakes I never made before. But either way, I know I made up my mind. I'm through feeling scared, I'm leaving all that behind. So I'm gonna let it shine on you. Make room for everything that's true. Do whatever I wanna do. And then I let it shine on you. I'm gonna let it shine on you. I don't need no savior, no helping hand, no one to make me feel loved again. I am a woman, coming alive. Glory, I know we will survive. And then I take the first step, a million more. And I make mistakes I never made before. But either way, I know I made up my mind. I'm through feeling scared, I'm leaving all that behind.
For just a few dollars and a few minutes of your time, you can have an instant French manicure at home. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode with another one of my super easy recipes. I hope that you enjoy. stopping by today. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so now by hitting the red subscribe button below. And be sure to hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.